The way construction just keeps following me, or the way I keep just finding where all the construction is crazy. Also, it's definitely much later in the day. It's like almost noon, and I'm already hot. Oh well, that's on me. I like to think that everything, or most things, happen for a reason. So I didn't set an alarm or anything. I just woke up whenever I decided to wake up, which the time is very coincidental to what it says on my 23andMe results, but that's neither here nor there. I was still feeling pretty tired because I came home way later than I actually thought, so I went to sleep later than I was planning on sleeping. So I decided just to chill in bed and like watch some YouTube videos, unfortunately for about like an hour and a half, maybe close to 2 hours. And then I saw this comedian, and I was like, okay, yeah, let me just watch her short. She's really funny or whatever. Not or whatever, she is really funny. And then I actually looked at her name, and I like pretty much screamed because she is one of the headliners for my stand-up show, my upcoming stand-up show. Also, ignore my finger. My nail popped off last night. I'll just glue it back on when I get home. But yeah, she's one of the headliners, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, she's really funny. She looks very professional. She knows what she's doing. She looks so cool up there, and it's like, I'm sharing a stage with her. I'm sharing a stage with her. I think she comes on at the end, and I'm like the second person up, but still it's like, what? Like, you are so much closer to your dreams than you think you are. I know it may seem very hard to believe, and of course if you're like at the start of, you know, cultivating your dreams and doing all that good stuff, then maybe this isn't for you. But of course, even those people, you may have like some crazy luck. Your aura must be on 10,000, because some people could just be starting, and then that's all they need to do, just get started, and they get all what they wanted. Obviously, that ain't happened to me. Even if you're just getting started, or even if you're starting over for the 100th time, you don't realize how much closer you are to your goals. Also, you don't realize how fast time flies by, because I didn't realize how close I was to some of my goals and dreams. Honestly, one of my goals and dreams wasn't really to do like stand-up, but it's still like a great opportunity and everything. Already, like, something as big as sharing a stage with big comedians, that's crazy. That's already really crazy. And I think one of the headliners, I think I know of him. I'm just so bad with names. But faces, I'm like, he looks so familiar. But you're so much closer to your goals and your dreams than you think you are. You may not feel it because, you know, at the end of the day, you still have to go to that crappy job you like. At the end of the day, you still have to go to that living situation that you don't want to be in, even after you get spectacular news. It's like, cool, I'm still here. That's how I felt like a couple of years ago. I would get great news, but it's like, but I'm still here. And it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel significant in the moment, right? But if you just take it one day at a time, and you take small steps, because every step you take, you're going to get stronger. And those previous steps are just going to feel smaller and smaller. And then those big steps that you take, it's going to feel like nothing at some point. Oh! There you go. Waiting for that dog. Oh, y'all want to be able to see him. Like, I literally didn't think that after my first stand-up show, after my first one, that I was already going to be literally in the same lineup as some big comedians. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And this is why you just take that one step, because you don't know where that next step is going to lead you. I took one step of doing this workshop with this casting director. That was one step. I wasn't expecting anything afterwards. You know, just like, okay, I'm working with this casting director. I'm building up a new skill to have in my actor tool belt. And, you know, just trying to like foster somewhat of a relationship, even if this casting director doesn't remember me, blah, 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 blah. But then I get this opportunity, which I actually did not explain, that doing the second stand-up show was the opportunity that I was talking about a few videos ago. That was like, kind of freaking out over because I didn't expect. She didn't say anything about, you know, bringing on a student into another show. She never said that, so I wasn't looking for it or trying to gun for it. And then she just picks me, and I was like, okay, cool. So she gave me the opportunity to do my stand-up set again, which I'm like super grateful for, and I'm so happy for. And even if she didn't do it, honestly, I was gonna just start doing like open mics around LA, because now that I have a set, it's like, okay, I got something for y'all. Like, you never know where that step is going to take you. And also, let's also be realistic here. Not everyone's story is going to be the same. Your story is not going to be like mine, where, oh, you did this one thing, and then, oh my gosh, so many things happened, blah, 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 because that usually doesn't happen. This is like one of the few stories that I have where it ended up like this, but most things in my life, it didn't happen like that. I took the one step, and then I took the next step, and then I took the next step, and then I kept going and going and going until I was able to get to a place where I wanted to be, or get the thing that I wanted. Is that the same thing? I think I just said the same thing twice. So whatever that one step is that you need to take, that you have been procrastinating on taking, or you're too scared to take, just do it. What's the worst that could happen? That literally nothing comes out of it. I feel like that's probably the worst thing, because it's like you still did the thing. You still gained something from this experience. It's very like interesting, because it feels like, at least for me, I kind of just been walking around aimlessly, or like kind of in a fog, just walking. And then all of a sudden, it feels like everything's coming towards me. Not everything, because there's a lot more that I want to do in my career. I haven't really gotten there yet, but it feels like what is coming at me is coming at me fast. And that's honestly interesting, because that's what it's like in like a fog, like a thick fog. You don't know where you're going. You can't even see what's in front of you, but once you're there, you're there. It's like, oh, okay. And it's almost like whether you're ready or not, but if you're like constantly working on yourself and working on your skills and doing whatever you gotta do to get to wherever you want to be, you don't have to be so scared of the fact that if you're not ready. You know that saying, stay ready so you don't have to get ready? That's definitely true. But also know, you don't have to 100% be perfect. We're humans. We're imperfect beings. How many times have I said that on the channel? I don't know. But we're human. And it's okay. Sometimes I think it's better if you're not 100% prepared, because whatever that experience that you're about to have, that's going to teach you something that you probably wouldn't have learned if you were 100% prepared. Now, I'm not saying just go out there willy-nilly and just be like, oh, I'll just learn along the way. Sometimes that's what you got to do in life. That's how some of the great actors came to be. It's like, oh, they kind of just learned along the way. But whatever their experience was, when they got that message or got that lesson, I think that's when they decided to like, okay, let me actually prepare and actually, you know, work on my skills and stuff like that. But that's just me, speculation. I'm not saying that's true, because I don't know, everybody's situation is different. My situation is different. It's a whole thing. Whatever it is, go out there, take that step, because you don't know how close you are to your dreams and your goals. You are actually so much closer than you think you are. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, okay, you'll take the step and then in a few months or a year, you'll finally get there. Maybe you're someone who thinks like it was going to take me 20 years to actually get to where I want to be, but instead of 20, it took you like 15. That's still closer than what you think. Okay, this is it. I'm losing steam and I'm getting real hungry. If I haven't used the flyer where that comedian is on, like her picture is on there, I'll post it. I think I already did though. I'm not too sure. Stand-up comedy I'm doing at Flappers in Burbank at 5 p.m. in the main room. I will leave the link if you want to check it out. If you can, we could talk to each other and all the other stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta go. I'm getting beamed up. Bye.